Well, we're here in Hamble testing the new Hanse458. Hanse, probably one of the biggest manufacturers out there at the moment, very successful, and this is Hanse, brand new, fresh from the factory, first of a new line, and yet it feels very familiar, and there's a good reason for that, and it's because it's a development of the Hanse458, which was launched 2 years ago, and we actually tested the 455 at the time, and the 458 feels very familiar, and they've basically refined it a little bit, and it's sort of a Mark II. So basically the 455 was an excellent boat for what it was required to do, and Hanse realised that, and they thought we'll just improve it, and that's what they've done. So the interior has been sort of smartened up and softened up, but they've kept the same layout options. Up on deck again, same sort of trademark, very easy to handle boat. You've got your self-tacking jib, you've got your powerful mainsail, which are sort of Hanse trademarks. Everything can be done by one person, but you've basically got the template for a really good charter boat or a privately owned boat, and Hanse have identified that they don't want to change that too much. So the 458 is a development. In terms of layout, down here you can see it's light. Hanse have really got that nailed in terms of getting as much light into their boats as possible. The port lights on this 458 are even bigger than they were on the 455. Up forward you've got a big master cabin with a separate heads and shower cubicles, which is a nice touch, and then two decent sized aft cabins as well. You know, I actually worked on a charter version of the 455. I had 8 guests on that, and it worked very well. They have a product that works, and they know it works, and yeah, I can see why they're successful. We've been out sailing today. We had a very mixed selection of no breeze to start with, building to sort of 15 knots. And these Hanses, they do perform very well. It did well in light airs, and as the wind built, it was really very good fun. And I think they weigh in at about 16,000 kilos, but they're quite nimble, and certainly the steering on them is excellent. I can't fault that really. What Hanse do is all their boats in their range now, all designed by Udal Frolic, all have very clear, quite hard lines in terms of plumb bow, straight transom, a rounded chine which sort of softens the lines nicely, and no shear. So they're quite dramatic on the water, with masses of freeboard. I mean, there's a lot of volume in these boats. You can see it on this one. You know, it feels huge for a 45-foot boat. But in terms of the actual look of the boat on the water, a sort of low coach roof keeps it doesn't look too chunky, which it definitely, if you had a high coach roof as well, it would look quite ungainly, I think. But with that low coach roof, it looks quite sleek, it looks quite purposeful, and it works well. So I mean, for what they do, I think Hanses are excellent, and this boat certainly impressed today.